Ready Player One future. How soon is it? When is it coming? And are you super excited for it? And do you have any thing that you fantasize about, at nighttime when you think about that future?
Um, to be honest, I'm in between still, right? Like I want a future where we still have like that personal engagement. It's kind of scary,
Hmm.
to not to not like be able to hang out with people in person. I don't think it's ever gonna be the same. Um, I will adapt for sure, whatever it is, right? But I'm in between because obviously I grew up with tech, but I was I grew up also like writing on notebooks, right, and doing calligraphy, right, in school.
Right.
So I'm in between. I saw both computer and like notebooks, and so for me, it's like I'm in between. But how soon is gonna happen? I would say, like I said it in a talk the other day in New York, and I said 15 years. I don't think it's gonna be that quick, to be honest. Just because there's infrastructure that has to be built, um, and then everything else has to align with it.
Right.
Just the fact that we still use like cars and drive them, like everything has to come together. That's the thing. It's not only what we're doing here. It's the fact that everything has to be automized. When you go to a restaurant too, like you're not you're not being served by somebody actually serving you. It's a robot that comes to your table, brings
Hmm.
you the food, right? Like all of this has to come together. There's so many moving pieces,
Yeah.
and this is
Yep.
just one of them. You got the AI, you got also integrating tech into our bodies as well, because right now we have an extension, which is the phone. This is the extension to our body, but we don't have it connected to our brains or to our veins, right, or to
Right.
our like thought process. There's still a lag time between you having a thought and writing it down. So like all of that has to come together. So many techs have to be built, and that's why I say 15, even 20 years.
I
There's
mean,
so
Elon
many
Musk is
moving.
trying to do that with Neuralink, and I mean, I think he's literally just on the testing phase with animals right now. I mean, there's so much that has to come into play, like you're
Hmm.
saying. It's gonna be a while before something like that happens. Very
So
cool.
yeah, all of this has to like merge.
It's almost like a singularity event.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, it really is. It really is. And you just look at any industry, um, just look at it. I mean, even construction right now. Like construction right now, it's like, okay, you're gonna do a building. You got an architecture, you got an engineer, they go on the computer, they create the model, um, and then they put it to work. Then you got people working on it. I mean, the day that you can think and do at the same time, you kind of just buy the land through your glasses or through your brain. You're like,
Right.
okay, that land is for sale. Boom, I bought it. I think of the design. An AI tells me if that design is like, or it gives me options of different designs that people have uploaded. I
Yep.
buy the design, I place it, and then I get a service, some type of service that basically builds the whole building by itself, almost like 3D prints, the
Right.
3D prints. And there's people already working on that. There's a video on YouTube, a few videos on YouTube
Hmm.
of houses being built in like hours, right, by a machine. So just think about that, and just in the engineering side of things, like okay,
Yeah.
I bought the thing through my thing. I got the design right there. I chose the design, I placed it, I see how it looks, I like it, and I basically did the whole process, bought the service of the machinery gets there, and then it just builds, and in the next month it's already built, like some shit like that, that
Yeah. It's a
everything
wicked.
has to integrate.
Yeah. It's wicked technology right there. It's some demon shit. I mean, it's crazy, you know what I mean, for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, something wild like that. I think we're definitely like 40 years away from that, because that's like
But it's gonna
this.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. That's seamless technology. That's just that's scary stuff right there, man. It's like you just walk outside of your house and you feel like getting on top of your roof. You literally just think of the steps. Like when you take that first step, the step appears. and then the other one disappears, that next one, you know what I mean? Like that's
Hmm.
crazy shit like that, you know.
Yeah,
um
yeah.